Hello there, and welcome to my creative podcast or show and tell all my sewing projects. So today I will show you all my hand sewn accessories, all my floral dresses and skirts and all of that. Hand sewn clothes is in the attic, waiting for summer and spring to come along. So all I have here is my hand sewn accessories. So let's start with what I have right here in front of me. It is a pencil case made in Liberty of London fabrics, which all of my things are actually here. That is my favorite fabric to use. It is beautiful and it's easy to sew in, and I just really like it. It's just my style. Fits my style. So the design here of the fabric is Strawberry Thief. It's called this design by William Morris of Liberty of London Fabrics. So in here I have all my accessories for knitting and sewing, and mostly for knitting and crocheting. Actually, we can just open it up and see. So I have my favorite hooks here from Clover Armor, yeah. And I have several of these different thickness, and I also have some scissors in here and stuff, and needles for sewing, and buttons. Some buttons here also, wooden buttons, and I even have a pair of glasses in here. So a lot of things can fit into this box-shaped pencil case. And I actually do have a tutorial here on YouTube. It is in Danish though. It is where I made this on YouTube, in a YouTube tutorial, this box-shaped pencil case, and it is on my channel. You can find it, all my channels linked here on the channel page here on YouTube. You will scroll down to the bottom and you will find all my featured channels there. So Sybloggen, the sewing blog. I have a blog too for all my sewing things. It is a couple of years ago I worked on this. It was in 2020. I worked on that, and then I dropped it again very shortly after, but it still is running. But my crocheting business took over and left me no time to build further on this blog and channel. But it's still running and still making me a little bit of money every month. Not very much, but a little bit. Yeah. So this pencil box shaped format, you can use it for different sizes, different shapes of boxes. You can also make a toiletry bag, which I have made recently. I made two, actually, these two for my nieces, which have a birthday here in January. So this is for them. I made these in the weekend. It was my sister ordered these for them because they are going on a skiing holiday and they don't have toiletry bags. and that's what they wish for. So I think these turned out very nicely. I quilted them, as you can see. I quilted them. So let me see. Let me show you here. I used something called Styleville to quilt these with, and I'll just open them up. So this Styleville is kind of a thick foam layer of foam that you can use for projects like this to give them a nice thick quilt, which is also very has a strong hold, so that this box shape really stands very firmly. Yeah, and inside I have some lining in a peachy color. That was all I could find, so that'll just have to do. It's a nice water resistant but thin fabric that I've used in here inside the box toiletry bag. And then there's a little handle here so that you can hang it on a little, and you can on a little, I don't know, hanger. And also you can carry it around like so, and hang it, and you can just do like that and get your stuff inside. And I also decided to make a few accessories to put inside the bags as a little surprise, extra surprise. So what I made for them, here, I put them in a little cellophane bag here, but I can close it again so I can show you. It's a little bow, a little scrunchie with a little bow, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, I got the idea from Pinterest. I get a lot of my ideas from Pinterest. So the idea is to put it in a little hair bow like this. Yeah, you can just use it as a scrunchie, as a elastic, and then you can see there's this little bow. So I'm a little old for that, but I think it will be very cute on my nieces, which are 7 years old. They here in January, and I actually plan to make a lot of little accessories. I have so many little leftovers of fabric, so I could definitely see myself making little purses and little hair accessories and all kinds of things to put inside the bags. But I'm running out of time, so I think I'm just going to send them off as they are, and then more accessories and stuff, bags and things, will come later as another surprise. So I will also show you. I put the pink one here, scrunchie, into the green bag. And where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where did it disappear to? It disappeared. Okay, how did that happen? There it is. So the pink one here also has a scrunchie inside with a bow in it, just like the other one. Only this one is in green, with the green design here. This is design of fabric, which is very popular and very pretty. It's called the Betsy. and I don't remember the designer of this fabric, but this is just, I love this design. And the design of this fabric here is, what's it called? I can't remember on the top of my head right now what that is called. But yeah, it has the same peachy colored lining inside, water resistant, very good and strong lining. And the color is a little bit better here for this fabric design, which is called, what's it called? Something with M. Michelle. It's called Michelle. I believe this design is called Michelle. Yeah. So, I usually know all the designs of Liberty fabric by name, but sometimes I forget. Good, so that was that. And I will send them off as quickly as I can. And let's stay in the toiletry bag category. Here I have another design of toiletry bag, which I made also in 2020 for myself. It is this one. It has a bit of a different shape. It would also work better in Styleville, but I had not yet discovered that at this point in time. I love to use the Styleville, and also I have a much better and stronger machine which can handle these very thick fabrics and stuff. So this has also been quilted. And inside I put something. This also has a handle, so I can easily carry it and hang it. And let's take a look inside. And this design of Liberty fabric is called Mitzi. Yeah. And the quilting style here is diagonal crossing lines. Very pretty, I think. And inside the bag I put some woven wax fabric. Wax cloth. Which of course makes it water resistant and also holds it, the shape of it, so it stands stiff and nice. So the shape is good. And inside I put some kentebund, is what we call it in Danish, kentebund. Don't remember on the top of my head what this is called in English, but let's just turn the wrong side out, because it's actually also pretty on the inside. It's very important that I feel that everything I make, I really pay attention to the details, and it is important that the stuff I make is pretty both on the inside and the outside. So I put this to cover the seams. I put this kentebund all around the seams, so that they're not visible at all. And I made the kentebund myself from the same fabric, Liberty Mitzi, in red. Yes, and I put a matching pink zipper into the bag as well. And I also made one in blue of these. I don't remember where that is right now, if I gifted it away or I'm using it to store something somewhere. I actually made one in the blue strawberry thief design. And that is the one you will see on my blog, sybloggen.dk. Sybloggen. So I'll turn this around again. I like making bags. I think it is so fun to make these fun toiletry bags and bags. So they're also very useful, and people always love them when I gift these. So very good and big, useful. It has perfect size. I also have a free pattern for this on my blog that is free to use. You are free to use it. But the instructions are in Danish, but maybe you can use Google Translate or something to translate the pattern, the instructions. And there are pictures too on how you can make this yourself. Instructional pictures, yes. And the box, I don't have instructions or anything for the box toiletry bag, but it's just a square piece and piece of fabric. So you don't need a pattern for this, but there are many, I believe there are many tutorials on how to make a box-shaped toiletry bag on both on YouTube and Instagram and Pinterest, all sorts of places. They're very, very popular and very easy to make. And now that we did speak about the interior, I will also turn this one around just to show you that I also used the Kendebon on the inside of this bag to cover the seams inside this one. And I didn't actually sew it together here, but I will do that later today or tomorrow. As long as this gets sent off to Copenhagen this week, I think I'm good with that. So we're good. Yeah, we're good. So I can't wait to make a lot more fun little accessories for my nieces in all the little leftovers I have. So let's see. I also have these pouches here. I have sewn so many of these pouches, and they are so useful. I use them, as you can see. I'll just show you. I use these for my knitting needles. Yeah, so I use this one for my thin knitting needles. And this is the design, Liberty Design fabric is Loden, I think it is called. I think this is also William Morris design. And I have a little leather string here and a little tree pearl in the end, so I can open it and close it like that. And this is also quilted with Styleville, so it's nice and thick quilts. Yeah. Love making these. They're fast and easy to make, very useful. You can use these for, I use them for all kinds of things. Create for my creative endeavors, my knitting needles, my regular sewing needles, and all kinds of stitch markers, stitch holders, things like that. And I use them also for makeup, for taking makeup with me in my bag, which I do sometimes, but I never use it. I just think it's always good to have. So yeah, all kinds of different size round circular needles. That's That's what it's called, circular needles. And I love this design here, Loden in this gray blue, these gray blue colors here. So pretty. And I have a matching headband for this too, as a set, like that. Yeah. These headbands, you've probably seen me wearing them a lot in my videos. I like to wear those. And I like to sew them too. They are just the most easy and fun project ever. So I can make like 10 of these in an afternoon. That's bragging maybe, but that's pushing it a little. But they are really, really fun and easy to make. And I have all sorts of colors of these, which I will show you later. But first, let's go over all the storage things, bags and such. Yeah, I also have some storage boxes. Storage, yeah, I don't have them here, but some other time maybe. So also these, I will show you these bags here. Bags, these makeup bags, or small toiletry bags, or makeup bags, whatever you like to call them. I used to make literally hundreds of these to sew and sell. There was once when I did not make money on YouTube so much, and I had all this fabric, and I had a good sewing machine, so I decided to make these and sell these online. And they were so popular. I made a lot of money on that, relatively, not millions or anything like that, but relatively, it was a good little business for me to make these. Yeah. Before my YouTube era, before my YouTube business and such became a thing. So, I also, these are just some that I have lying around from that time, which I don't use, but usually I also put a little leather string and a little pearl, tree pearl, in these. They're much cuter that way. And I didn't quilt them because that would take too much time, and then it wouldn't be sustainable. Or what is it called? It wouldn't be worth my time to make them and sell them. But because quilting takes time, takes a long time. So this was something I just made very quickly, and therefore it was okay. Yeah. And these also have a boxed bottom, not a boxed shape, but they have a boxed bottom here. So as you can see, yeah. And the design of this fabric here is called Wildflowers. It's not one of the older designs, but not from. Some of these designs are from the 19th century. So Liberty of London is a very, very old English fabric brand, and some of these designs are made very long time ago. The design Betsy here is from the 1930s, for instance, and yeah. And these bags, they also have this wax tablecloth interior, which is very practical. You could just wipe them clean You don't have to wash them in the washing machine. And also, if fluids get spilled out, you can also just wipe it clean. It doesn't run out into your bag, your handbag, or your suitcase, whatever. So that's a good idea. But yeah, I have many of these in many designs. And this one I attached a little piece of fabric. And this one I have my stocking knitting needles in here, double pointed needles in this one. And this is also the design Mitzi, just in bluish gray and white flowers on it. Very pretty. And inside I have curry colored lining in a very strong and thick fabric. Yeah. So the different designs of fabric makes it easy for me to remember which one is in what, which things are in which designs, something like that. So next I will show you a tote bag here, a quilted tote bag in, what is this design again? This is a very popular design of Liberty fabric, which I have used so much, and right at this moment I do not remember the name of it. Okay, but it's quilted also in these diagonal crossing lines, which makes it very pretty, I feel. But it's a bit thin. This was one of my first tote bags, I think. So I'm not too happy with the very thin layer of quilting. What's it called? Foam or something like that. Yeah. It could be better, but I use this one always when I take my knitting projects outside the house, for example, which I usually do when I visit my mother or going somewhere by bus or train. Then it's always good to have your knitting projects with you, even if you don't get to knit, but it's always good to have it. And inside I have another kind of lining, also Liberty of London fabric, and there's a little pocket inside here too for accessories like stitch markers or a scissor, things like that. Very practical. And the design of this fabric, I think it's called Emilia. Yes. It's funny that I don't remember this. When I had my little sewing business, I also sold some of these tote bags. This was probably this was my first tote bag, and then I made several others a little bit thicker and better quality and sold them also online. So what I also sold a lot of was pillow covers in Liberty fabric. They were very popular too. But the toiletry bags, absolutely the most popular and easy to make, easy to sell, and easy to send because they were small items. So that's very practical. If you are considering sewing and selling yourself, is recommendable, absolutely. And it really does pay off to choose to make something where you use some high quality fabrics which are popular, but also you don't use very much of it, so it's not expensive to make these because you only use a very small amount of fabric, and you can take a good price for them when you use this popular designer fabrics. So I don't do that anymore, so you're welcome to copy my idea here. I also have a tutorial on how to make these on my sewing blog, and a video to go with it, and Danish instruction though, but I'm sure you can find lots of instructions that are similar in English. So next I'll show you another bag, another type of bag. It is also a project bag. It is this one. It has these strings here, and it is also quilted in straight lines this time. And let's you open it like this, and inside, I almost forgot this one. It has been lying in a closet. So yeah, I have a few things in here. Pom-pom maker set that I never used, and some more small knitting needles. Oh, that's good. But I can use these. Yeah. And what more do we have in here? A paper post bag with a zipper in it. Oh yeah, I think I planned to make a sweater with this. I think I planned to make the what's it called? The zipper sweater. Is that what's called? From Petite Knits, yeah. But I never got to make that. And let's also take a look inside this bag. It's like a drawstring bag. You can easily open it and close it by pulling these strings. Yeah, very smart. I also have a tutorial on how to make this and a video in Danish on my sewing blog. And let's also turn this inside out. I will also share with you just for a minute that this also has a squared bottom, so you can stand it. It can stand on its own on a table, or yeah, it's very practical with these square bottoms. That makes them easy to stand on their own somewhere. And let's take a look inside the bag. There are some details I would like to show you. It also has some really nice fabric in here. Very strong, thick cotton, 100% cotton fabric in a blue color, which matches the outer fabric very nicely. I also do not remember the design of this particular fabric here by Liberty of London, but I'll show you the bags, the pockets here. The pockets here are three pockets for accessories, for knitting needles, for stitch markers, scissors, whatever. 3 very large pockets. Yeah, and that is so easy to make these pockets actually, so it's a good idea to just do that. And also it's just a really good and strong strong bag with a squared bottom. Yeah, I'll turn that around again. A project bag. So, having many different projects going at the same time, it's always good to have several project bags for the different projects. The only thing to remember is that it doesn't end up lying in a corner somewhere and you forget about the projects that you have in your bags. And I'm sorry, my SD card was full, so but I'm back now, and I have an old box here full of projects that I haven't looked at for a while, so I thought let's just look at it together. Yeah. First thing I see here is I have some baby bibs here that I also used to sell. A lot of they're nice and soft baby bibs with micro fleece on the back here, and there are lots of different designs. They're adjustable. You can you can just do like this and adjust the size. So different babies of different sizes can use these. So not a lot, not so interesting maybe for you, but there are a lot of different beautiful designs here. And I just haven't taken the time off to sell these, but I definitely could do that. Or maybe we'll have babies in the family at some point. Maybe not right now, but maybe sometime. And then I have the rest is a whole bunch of scrunchies. There was one that fell. Yeah, I always loved to use these scrunchies, and actually I can just put these in the bag for my nieces. That would be a great idea. Yeah, so that's there's no reason for these to be around, lie around like this and take up space. You can also use them as a bracelet, like so. They're very pretty, and you can of course put them in your ponytail, like so, or make a bun, a hair bun, like that. Yeah, so many scrunchies. I guess I was bored one day and just went a little overboard, if that's what you say. Yeah, so many. And also here is the first headband that I ever made. Here in the design Thorpe by Liberty of London fabric. These are all Liberty fabric. Here, scrunchies and accessories. Everything is Liberty fabric. So this is what it looks like. It's like a turban, headpiece, headband. Yeah, headband. And I'll just show you all of my headbands. I have many, and I use them a lot. And here's a little that just fell out of the box. A little heart for a Christmas tree. You can make these in all kinds of different fabrics. It looks beautiful on the Christmas tree, or just to hang around. And let me show you all the other headbands I have. Just about to show you. Oh, there's so many. And these are adult size, so this won't go into the toiletry bags for my nieces. Here is the one I've already shown you in the design Laden. Yes, and here is one in green. You've seen this maybe sometimes. I've worn it in my videos here on the channel. Also, if I haven't mentioned, I have an easy tutorial with a video tutorial also on how to make these headbands. Yes, and I'll link Sybloggen, both the blog and the channel here in the description, and also it is on, you can find all my channels as mentioned. Okay, so my battery died, so it seems I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit short. I was just showing you my many headbands that I have here. Many of them you've probably seen here me wearing on the channel. I love my headbands, and they are in all sorts of different Liberty fabrics. And here they are, more headband designs. And I do not have time to mention all of the fabric designs. We just have to cut this a little short from now. So here are all of these headbands that I use, and there are more, I think, somewhere. So thank you so much for watching this video with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you are wondering what is this beautiful necklace she's wearing, I will show you. This is and I also have a little bracelet. These are some of the jewelry that I have made myself, actually. These are freshwater pearls, aquamarine pearls, and I don't remember all the names of these. Actually, maybe I will go further in depth with all these jewelry, handmade jewelry, in another video. This for my creative podcast here. Maybe in the next episode I'll have more jewelry to show you. So thank you for watching this. I will just whisper you to sleep to the sound of the pearls here until the camera turns off, because it doesn't